So people, there is a interesting cadence that you should learn if you want to do tonal music that sounds still modern and fashion, so to say. Otherwise, it is anyway outdated, depending on the taste of who is hearing this. But anyway, you may have thought about this, how to do like tonal music that sounds more modern, and I did a video about modal harmony, modal cadence, and this is a kind of example of this field of music theory. And what I want to show is a cadence that is very useful, but there is not so much lessons about this, and it's interesting to remember. And this is what I would call a modal cadence, because you wouldn't see this in the music made until Wagner, and also in the early music. It's not so easy to find this. I would believe that you would find this in the music of the Renaissance for lute or something like this. I can believe it, but it's not so common. So basically, you have the normal cadence, the perfect cadence, and as you know, I will record it for you have it. So here you have the standard situation of a cadence where you have the tonica, the subdominant, and the dominant. Okay, and in many cases you will be not satisfied with this cadence, and you still need something very clear. So I want to show you a very important use of a modal cadence, where you have a variation of the plagal cadence. The plagal cadence, it sounds like this, if you still don't know. Okay. Actually, you don't need this clausel that I played here, but you can, for example, have like this. Okay, this clausel that I played is it's also an element that makes more modern, that makes like so it remembers the pentatonic scale. Okay, so you have the plagal cadence, and what I am going to teach is a variation of the plagal cadence. If the plagal cadence uses the subdominant as a substitution for the dominant, okay, this next cadence that I will teach, it's a kind of subdominant, okay, and it uses the a mediant chromatic chord. So, for example, in the situation that I said, that is a plagal cadence, you can have a variation like this, for example. I will record it. I don't know, something like this, okay? So a modal variation of this, it will be use the mediant chromatic chord. In this case, where is this? The E flat, as an anticipation of your subdominant. Okay, so that's why I call it subdominant. But technically, it's just a chromatic mediant. And of course, you need to find the good voice leading. On my example, I am improvising. I did not a perfect voice leading, And you can find a more convincing one. Let me show to you. Opa. I don't know, depending on the motif that you use in your piece or the main thematic material of the piece, this example could be the best. Do you understand? Because it's very associative. This discussion about cadence. I mean, the melodic line that you are using and the voice leading, it's deeply impacted by the way you use your own material. So, and this is an interesting thing about cadence that people also don't talk about. So this will be the argument of your cadence many times. The way that you use the same melodic material before. Okay. Let me show another example. I don't know, something like this. Okay, so you have many examples here, and on this Riders March of the John Williams, and some pieces like this, you have such very upbeat endings, okay? And it's important that you know how to do them. And one secret is this use of the chromatic mediant as a subdominant, okay? And you can have, for example, I don't know, more bombastic. Okay, things like this. Just a moment. I did record it, I did not record it. Okay, but anyway, that's the main pattern. And you have to study the best, now I know what has happened. Come back. Now I know where am I? Just a moment. I will do another one. Okay, that's that could be a important example. Okay, you can screenshot, or you can ask me for a paper with examples. I don't know. I am doing this spontaneously because it's better. So I have there another so to say very clear and cliche example. It's wonderful, beautiful sounding harmonies, and this is very intuitive for many more popular composers, or I don't know, progressive rock and such things. You hear this, but you never analyze this, to understand, and that's why I'm showing to you. Because for some people it's just intuitive, interesting for the ear to do this, but if you come for a more maybe formal background, maybe you would do this. Understand? You use the diatonic chord, and in this case the diatonic chord sounds like out of of harmony. But you have to pay attention to the voice leading. So this one I finished it on the fifth, but try to finish also on the main tone. So for example, okay, let me record. Opa. Okay, something like this. That this is the example, yeah. This is the example. Da, 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 ra, okay. Ta, pa, ra, tra, ta, ri, ta, ri. Then I use it as sus. Okay. So that's why I love Logic Pro for notation. I broke my head to understand this program, and many people still break the head, but they go away. So because it's not so easy as it looks, but at the end of the day it makes things so wonderful. See, I have your score already there. What I would also like to remember is that in this case the final chord, it's a kind of Mixolydian, okay? It's a kind of Mixolydian vibe, or you can mix. Opa. You got skip. I pressed the wrong button. Cancela. What I want to say is that it's perfect to lead to a tonica function in a Mixolydian chord, or this acoustic scale. It's a wonderful scale. Now I need to remember the terminology in English, but whatever this scale where you mix the Lydian with the Mixolydian. The first part is Lydian, the other part is Mixolydian. This is a kind of, let's say, advanced in the genealogy of the cadence. I mean the origin and the story of the cadence, or better also the genealogy and the origin of the cadence in a more rational point of view, in the point of view of your logical deduction, okay? And a step before this is a cadence that is more common, is the modal cadence by step. So most famous of all, I don't know, in this case the best example is Iron Maiden, yeah? This this step movement towards the tonic, in this case E minor. I said Iron Maiden, but it's whatever, the popular music, there is so much. And okay, and this is a very useful. It's also a very modal use, okay, of this diatonic and very natural chords. Okay, and then you have the first alteration of this when you need something more upbeat, okay, and still more fresh and somehow modern. Then you have, for example, okay. So in this situation, you have exactly this. Okay. Opa. See the magic of Logic Pro. Opa, shorten. Fantastic. This is longer. I know, because my region is not so long. Fantastic. I know that you are envy. I don't know, something like yeah, this is a more decent example. No, but now I killed something. Opa. Okay, still not perfect, but I did here in the rush, just for you have something more decent to. So I did. Need to change the measure, because it is on ternary here. Okay, I think now is more decent. Okay, it's not musically what I want, but I am doing the rush here. So this is, it's good that I take a while because you fixate this in your mind. You fix in your mind. Okay. Oh, now you have it. Because I like to do like a real lesson, understand? So in the real lesson you have to wait sometimes. Then you have time to think about what is happening. Okay, this is the first common situation, very model situation. Okay. And so I absolutely suggest that you improvise over these progressions. If some progression is new to you, or or if you forgot them, it's also important because sometimes you learn it but you forgot them. So like me, I forgot some things also, and I need to recover. So try to do some variation about such things. Okay. It's wonderful, yeah. It's always fresh, and it can fit with many kinds of harmony. Okay, so these composers, John Williams and Walton, such people, they use and abuse of such things. Martineau, okay, um, and this is in this case here's the mauve variant. But let's come back to our major situation. So we were here. Okay. Okay, this is another variation. Opa. For example, now we come back to my subdominant cadence. Okay, this example is nice because it's clear that you have a Mixolydian situation here, and this makes things better. The ideas show how wonderful Logic Pro is for notation, and I'm still learning some details, but I'm quite sure that I will do a course about this, because since there is no full serious course about this on internet made by a composer, I think it's a good idea for me, and I think I will be rich with this. No, but anyway, this is too long. What is going on? I want an 8 of this. Ah, now I understand. No, I don't get why he doesn't want a 8 note. Ratarira tatari tatarium. Let me remember. Okay, because I have to write rallentando, and you know, I had to play with less to play more strict, but I'm just improvising this example, and I am just I am make it more decent here to read, because if you do a screenshot you have the example. So make this shorter, and this opa. Exactly. I don't know, for my way of working and my kind of mistake, so to say, when notating music, this is the most perfect program, and but you have to figure out many things. So I am also doing this advertising, so to say. But you now you have there. If it were on a real musical class, I don't know, because then I would improvise on piano, and so I need to go to the blackboard. And for this example, in this case I took more time here than in a real lesson. But let's say I need to do this, for example. So in this case, this is way more way faster. Okay, just to show this chord here to you. So now you have this example, and this is the main cadence that I am showing to you, and I am telling you that it has a very strong modal component. Okay, although you can use this to expand your normal common practice harmony. Okay. Okay, for example, and this is why I am also now I want to highlight this. So I finished this last cadence on the note of G. Okay, and I was talking about the genealogy of this cadence, how they arise, and I wanted to show the major variant of this. Okay, I showed the minor. Okay, the minor use that is more standard and more and still very modal cliche, if you want. And I wanted to give you an example of the major use of this. So you have something like this. Okay, so fantastic. And I don't know, imagine something more bombastic like Indiana Jones, and wonderful. That this makes so a great impact, and you have to know this idiomatic moments of the knowledge about harmony, because in many moments of your musical composition, if you are on the tonal area or modal area, you will have no choice. Some choices they are some schemes or types, they are predetermined. Okay, and it's good to know them, because only them you can build variations about them. So for example, you can do like, I don't know, whatever the alteration about this. Okay, then now you can do I don't know, you can play with this and change the uh, and try to combine the concept so of this modal cadence with Napolitan chords, whatever. Then you can do your own stuff. But these types, they are predetermined. And so what I played there, let me. I want more sound. I want more. Wonderful. That's a baby sound. Piano baby. Piano for babies. So this is the example of the kind of improvisation that you have to do, because I don't want that you only know the concepts. This is the main mistake when you are in the university or whatever. So people will give you have the sensation that once you know that the concept is everything fine, but as an artist, the difference is that you play with the concept until it is it you have fun with this, and you absolutely master the variations of this. You understand? This is what is your goal, and so you need time for this. And this is normally not the time of the university, of the music school. They absolutely don't care about you in this regard. Because it sucks to just to follow a student in this matter also. Many times, because you don't have nothing to say, you just have to say to the student, okay, do more. And but this is the example of the result that you have to achieve. If you know this well, so skip to other video, but this is a kind of example that the result that you have to achieve, that you improvise this and it sounds good. Okay, there's a, what is this? Opa. I did a mistake. I know what I did. change something. I don't remember the original anymore, but you have the idea. Let me see if I have a more decent score for you. So it's a express score. Okay, so I have the idea. I am repeating anyway, for you have also the repetition in your ear. Opa. It's good to fix in a memory. Okay, I can change the beat, of course, but this is a possible score anyway. So now you have it. So this was a more of this type of cadence. This last one, you find more examples. You find more examples of this because it is closer to old to more classical harmonies. Okay, this is just an alteration on the last chord. So in minor you had always this piqued ending, like for example you are in D minor, okay, or this kind of ending. So the idea of alterating a chord from minor to major at the end, it's absolutely not strange, and you can have even this. It's more like Bach. The piece is in D minor, and I have my dominant, but I come back and I do what you can call a modal borrowing, but I find boring to call like this, and just to want to sound sophisticated, because it's less sophisticated than this. Actually, what you have is just an alteration of the last chord. So this G minor is really G minor subdominant of D minor. But what I want is it's the alteration of the third, because it's more consonant, the third. It's just this very basic theory. The third is more consonant, so it makes sense to end with the major third. Okay, the major third is more consonant, and you need such endings for if you want to do upbeat, happy, or I don't know, vigorous major music, but modern and modal. and it's very important that you know this. And this is a field that is very underrated in music theory. Maybe not so much in American music theory, I would believe, but I did not had so much lessons about modal harmony as I would like. And this is very very important and interesting. So it will bring another taste for your music. And if you know the concept, so now you still have to practice for you have a fluent use of this. And the practice that I suggest to my students and that I did myself is improvise on such models. Don't need to write so much. Okay. Okay. Or I don't know. You play the most ridiculous idea, but you make it well. You make it with reason and expression. So as you can. Okay. And whatever. Okay, so you go always better than in the previous example. For example, now it's better. Then you try to add another idea that you learned already from the harmony. Okay, and if you have doubts and you are lost or depressed, you write to me about your question. You can send your score to me for €1 on the Patreon, and I'm thankful already for the patrons that I have. And just send, and then I give some kinds of feedback to your piece or to your exercise if you only have exercise. And then you see if you want to have a lesson with me. So this will be another 20 minutes video, and this means that at least I need 30 minutes to study your situation. So the work is 1 hour, but I sent to you 20 minutes video, and in the following week I answer your questions until 1 week per shot. So that's the first model. So it will be €40. Okay, 40. If you are from Brazil, maybe I think about a discount, but on the general rule is €40 because it is already not so much because I live here in euro. No, $40. Okay, for everyone, and it's not so much because I live in euros. Yeah, I did this decision, so I have a expensive life because here everything is in euros. Okay, so I think you have everything, and I hope the video was productive and principally productive. I don't know if this is entertaining, but it's possible entertaining that you see how it goes on Logic Pro. And if you are interested, I'm gonna do a course about the notation Logic Pro, because it took me a lot of work to understand this. And I just imagine how many people do not have the patience to learn all this stuff, because the fun is when you really master the thing, because otherwise it's such a pain. At least for me, I don't know, I am older now. There is people who is a kind of nerd, so everything is easy to them. But I think many people will have a profit and take a value of this of a very spontaneous way of notating music, and that's the only way that interests me because I don't know, I have ideas relatively fast and I improvise. I'm kind of Chopin. I hate to notate music when it takes too long and when it begins to kill the fluence of my music. And even there you see that the score is not so perfect, but I did in a version that you can screenshot it and have an idea. So if you want, I send a PDF with examples, with these examples. I can just make a PDF of this. Now is a mess. Let me see the mess. Okay, but you have some examples that are already organized, if I can send to you. So thanks very much. Subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and all this stuff. Ciao.